the present moment, my friend. Wow, that was beautiful. If you just shared this moment with me, I'm very happy. I'm having so many thoughts right now. I'm in a public space and maybe people will walk past and they will be looking at me, they will be judging at me. So I'm having the thought of making this video. I'm having the thought of what I'm gonna say, how I move, and my brain is scanning for my surroundings. But even though that is happening, I'm still able to be here present, sitting down on the grass and delivering this video to you. And this is, in a nutshell, I think, the power of the present moment. The power of being aware of the present moment is understanding that you can create a space between you and your thoughts, your emotions, whatever arises in the experience of your body. And by creating that separation, that distance, you are able to still operate without engaging with them. So for example, if I am right now having a thought, I hear some voices right now of someone walking past. Actually, there is a couple with some dogs, and I have the thought of them looking at me, but I created a space. So now I can see that it's just a thought and I don't need to engage with it. And then once you're able to create that space for a sustained amount of time, then you're able to enter in that so-called flow state, where basically you're completely lost in the sauce of what you're doing, lost in a good way, obviously, but that can only happen if you are able to remove the mind from the picture, meaning the mind which is constantly scanning for dangers, which is constantly scanning for data to acquire. When you're able to be very present in what you're doing, you're able to deliver your best performance with whatever you're doing. It can even just be brushing your teeth, you are really present into what you're doing. You're perceiving all the feelings of what you're doing. And this is very powerful because most of the time we miss so many experiences because we think that we know how it feels. And by intellectualizing all these things, you always miss the mark, because the mind is just creating a projection of what the present moment should feel like. And when we experience the present moment, it never feels like we think it should feel. And so we feel like we are never really experiencing it. It's like grabbing sand when you're at the beach between your hands, and this sand is just going away from your hands, for lack of better words. That's the exact thing when we try so hard to be present right now, to intellectualize the present moment. It's just when you open your heart to really use your senses to be more present. Your hearing, your touch, what you're smelling, how are you feeling, what are you doing. And I feel like the present moment is opening doors for a new life, new opportunities, because you're not running old stories anymore. You're not approaching the present moment through the lenses of your past or through the lenses of how you think your future should look like. You're approaching the present moment from the present moment without any type of biases, without the ego thinking that it knows what it's dealing with. Because that is what's happening most of the time. We run these old stories. Maybe you're running a story where you are a lazy person, or you are not capable of doing certain things. And so when you are approached with the present moment, you're looking at the present moment from the past, because you're not aware of it. You're lost in the sauce of it. But the power of being aware of the present moment is realizing that, I'm actually not in the past. I'm actually here right now. And it's like a quantum experience, because now it opens infinite doors from infinite timelines. it's a direct contact with your highest self. Because if you always operate from the ego thinking that you know already how is it gonna be. Like, I'll make you an example. With this video, for example. You know, I've been making a lot of videos and the numbers are not on my side, let's say, but I don't care. I keep making videos, but I see how sometimes I go and do the video and I'm like, oh yeah, but I already know how it's going to perform. Where in reality, you don't know. You don't know how it's going to perform. So if you approach the video from the present moment, this might actually be your first video. This is just a video. It's not about all the videos that I did in the past. It's not about having the experience of making this video. It's not attached to all the other videos that I made. Because if you always think that you know everything, then you will never allow the universe to surprise you. How can you be surprised if you already know? It's very important to empty our cup, as the Zen masters say. Because when you empty your cup, now you're able to be surprised by the universe. Because you removed all the stories, all the beliefs that are really blinding you, because beliefs are just blinding you, like the Plateau cave, the shadows projected. Beliefs are ideas. Ideas are just shadows of truth. They're just perspectives. And that's why idealists, they never end up experiencing reality. Because reality is just is. And beliefs are just an angle of seeing it. So how do we practice being more aware? How do we practice being more in the present moment? Well, it's a bit a tricky one to explain how to be in the present moment. First of all, because I'm not I am not a here is my belief also running again, but what I want to say is basically that I'm not this highly enlightened individual, but I know that what I can tell you is that it's not an intellectual process. It's not like baking cookies. Baking cookies, you have a recipe to follow, you do this with your intellect and you get it. This is more of a state of being, awareness, mindfulness, the present moment. Because if you use your intellect, it goes something like this. You sit down and you start meditating. And your intellect comes in and it says, okay, what are we doing? Where is the meditation? Where is the goal? Where is the thing that we want to get? The outcome, the intellect works like this. But the presence is complete letting go of any intellectual notion of it. It's just like entering it with a very chilled attitude. It's almost like you're not even trying. It's just like most of the time people who have the craziest experiences is people that don't even believe in it, or anyway are just like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna sit down with it, and boom, they have crazy experiences. I was listening to this podcast about this lady who was experiencing remote viewing, let's call it like that, I can't pronounce the other word, and basically she had to guess like some numbers while she was blindfolded. And the first time she tried, she actually entered the practice of remote viewing exactly as we just said, without no expectation. She didn't even believe in it. She was not really sure about what she was getting into, and she got all the numbers right. And then she said, well, if I did that without even trying, imagine what I can do, if I apply myself. And I think you already know the answer. The next round, she got 0 numbers correct because her intellect came in. So My last invitation with this video is really to practice just being in the present moment. It can be, if I can give you a practice, is just sit down right now and take a deep breath in from your belly. Release. And realize where you are sitting right now. How does the grass feels on your legs, or the chair, or the bed, or wherever you're sitting? Feel the weight of gravity of your body leaning onto where you're sitting. Maybe you have the back against the wall. And then start hearing. What can you hear? What sounds can you hear? Now start focusing your attention and your energy on your body. Start behind your forehead. Go to your whole face. Slowly proceed to the rest of your body, your shoulders, your chest, your whole torso. Feel the wind. Welcome to the present moment, my friend. Beautiful. If you just shared this moment with me, I'm very happy. As usual, thank you for watching. I'm Geo Universe.